The Gemara in Shabbos, Daf Tzadik Beis, Malocha she'eno tzricha legufo. If somebody does a malocha and he doesn't need the etzem malocha, he wants to carry the garbage out of the house. Rishus hayochid, rishus harabim. He doesn't need the garbage outside. He doesn't want the garbage in his house. That's called tzira malocha she'eno tzricha legufo. And the sharle is if it's mutter or they just potter, according to Rabbi Shimon, that he holds a malocha she'eno tzricha legufo, potter. Is the Shittas Penei Yehoshua that Malocha she'enu tzricha legufa, even though the Rabbi Shimon is osur min Torah, but it's potter from skilo and korban. But the Das Torah and all the Achronim do not understand this Penei Yehoshua, because from all over is mashma the Malocha she'enu tzricha legufa is not osur min HaTorah, is mutter min HaTorah. Now the shali is it mutter midirabonon lekatchila or not? The Gemara Masechta Beya, Daf Gimel Amud Aleph. Yom Tov, you're allowed to do malocha letzorech ochel nefesh. You are allowed to cook for Yom Tov. There's no isur bishul, there's no isur havora. How about isur tzeido? Can a person fish on Yom Tov to be able to eat fish on Yom Tov? The Gemara says, one of the Mandaomrim say, that where I have a chashad, that one might catch non-kosher fish, dogim temeim, which is not letzorech ochel nefesh, I cannot eat dogim temeim, comes out yidira malocho shelo letzorech ochel nefesh. Because this chashash that you might catch the non-kosher fish, you're not allowed to fish even kosher fish. So toisves as a kasher. It's a malocha she'eno tzricha legufo. I don't need that non-kosher fish, so it's not a malocha at all. So the Rashash wants to bring a rai from Toisves kasher that Toisves would hold that malocha she'eno tzricha legufo is muter lekatchila, because Toisves wants us to say that lechoira we should be able to fish on Shabbos even if you catch non-kosher fish. That's the Rashash's raya. But from all over is mashma that malocha she'eno tzricha legufo is potter aval osur. So the Rashash wants to answer that be'emes malocha she'eno tzricha legufo is osur gezeiro de rabbonon. And Toises would ask the kasher because he would hold we should not make a gezeiro fishing dogim on yonte because as malocha she'eno tzricha legufo is only a gezeiro de rabbonon. It's a chashash de rabbonon, sofi de rabbonon lekul. But Enochanami, Toisves could hold, it would not be a chashash, but for sure you're taking out the garbage on Shabbos. Could be Toisves would answer the katchila. So we have no rai from Toisves. That's the Rashash. But he wants to say even a different chiddush. That the Rashash wants to say that Toisves hold like Shitas ha'oruch. That even a psik ratio de lo nichole de rabbonon is muter. He doesn't want this fish, lo nichole. And it's not even a psik ratio. It's not a chashash. So Tois's shita was, lechoyer should be able to use this heter to be able to fish kosher fish on Yontef, and we don't have to worry about you might catch non-kosher fish. The Gemara says over there in Shabbos that even though Rav Shimon holds malocho she'enu miskaven is mutar, mikol mokum by psik ratio, he is moide that is chayov mikotze lakotze. So there's a famous kasha from the Maxtzis HaShekel. How can Rab Shimon is mechayev Shabbos by psik ratio? He's not miskaven. And Rab Shimon holds malocho she'enu tzricha legufo is potur. The example the Gemara brings down, charisha. You're not allowed to plow on Shabbos. Can I move a chair, drag a chair on Shabbos on the ground? You might make charisha. The answer is, if it's only a sofek, it's a malocho she'eno miskaven, and it's not vadai, it's muter. What happens if the chair is very heavy, a shulchan is very heavy, and for sure is going to make a charitz? That's considered a psik ratio. Is Rab Shimon is moide, that is chayov. Is lechoira this is a stira with Rab Shimon itself. Rab Shimon says, Malocho she'eno miskaven is muter. So what do I care if it's a psik ratio or not psik ratio? Madech in a place that is miskaven to do a malocho. He's digging a hole, but he doesn't need the hole. He needs the earth. We say Rab Shimon holds his potter in muter. Kal v'chomer, kol sheken, when it's not miskaven to make a haritz, but it's a psik ratio that for sure is going to make a haritz, it should be potter. This is the kasha of the Maxis Shekel, Kapos Temorim, Tehilo LeDovid. So the Maxis Shekel wants to answer with Machshova Lehefech. A Machshova can take a Malocha and make it non-Malocha. Ois Malocha. So a Malocha Sheno Tzricho Legufo, I don't need the whole, I just need the offer. With my Machshova, I take away the whole Malocha Bechlal. That's not called Choresh. My machshova is mevatel de malocho. Maleches machsheves you need. Lachshov machshovas. Masheenken by psik ratio, when I schlep the heavy chair, I don't have kavona to be mevatel de malocho. The malocho is being done anyways as a psik ratio. For sure you're going to make a charitz. In such a case, Rav Shimon holds his chayiv. It could be like he's really miskaven, he's going to make a charitz. It's very hard to understand these teretz, but that's what the Machzeh Shekel says. Madana Yosher wants to answer with a marsho. Marsho is mechadesh that Rab Shimon says psik reisha she'enu miskaven is chayev mid derabono, not min haTorah. But the Shagas Ari in Kapos Temorim asks a very strong kasha on the marsho. We have a mefereshe gemara that psik reisha by dover she'enu miskaven, we need a posuk to be matir. Perek Rab Lezer de Milo. There's a iser to cut a nega tzoraas. He shomer be nega tzoraas. There's a mitzvah to cut the orlo from a orol. What happens if there is a nega tzoraas in the orlo? Can you cut it or not? So we learn from the posuk that you are allowed to cut it. The Torah is matir to cut the nega tzoraas to be mekayim the mitzvah's milo. The Gemara asks a kasha. According to Rabbi Shimon, dover shenu miskaven is muter. Why do I need a posuk? Anyways, muter min haTorah. I don't have kavona to be oiker the negatzoraas. The Gemara answers, Rabbi Shimon is modeh by a psik ratio. So we need a posuk. So the kapos temorim as a kasha, you see over here, clearly not like the marsho. The marsho wants to say a psik ratio is only easy the rabbanon. Why do I need a posuk if it's only the rabbanon? So the kapos temorim wants to be mechadish. By a nega tzoras is different. He wants that nega off. It's a psik ratio, the nicholei. That's a yisur min haTorah. And that for that we need a posuk to be matir. Over malocho she'eino tzricho legufo, lo nicholei, is muter min haTorah. Memelos no stiras between Rabbi Shimon and the kasha from the Maxis Shekel is answered. So if somebody is digging on Shabbos, it's chayiv misa. If somebody is driving on Shabbos, he's chayiv misa. But according to Rabbi Shimon that he holds, Malocha she'eno tzricho legufo is potor, everything is told on his machshava, the person before he gets to Bezdin, he can say, I don't need the offer, I don't need the fire. So Malocha she'eno tzricho legufo, I don't need it, I don't care for it. So according to Rabbi Shimon, when is a person chayiv misa? He can pater himself from misa every time. And the Divrei Yatsi wants to answer that enochanami. If a person did not get hasro, he's potter from misa. And the hasro means, like the Gemara says in Sanhedrin, the person has to say, Afa piken, I don't care, I want to do the malocha, even though it's Shabbos. And only in such a case, a person is chayav misa. Otherwise, he's not. And he brings raya from a rashbo in the tshuva. Somebody asked him a shaila. A person makes a shvua that he's going to eat today bread. And he did not eat, he's chayav malchus. If a person says he was forced, he's believed, and he's potter. So somebody asks the Rashba, how can a person be chayev? Everyone can say, I was forced, and with this he's going to pater himself. So the Rashba answers, enochanami. The only time you mechayev if there was asra, and the person says, afal pikein. The same thing is with nozir. If somebody is mekabel nezirus, he's not allowed to drink wine. If he drink wine, he's chayev. But his mate neder, he was never a nozir. So how can a nozir be able chayev, he could be matan neder. Shema yishal al nizroi, comes out, the whole hasro is hasro sofek. And hasro sofek is potter, it's not an hasro. So how is shaykh bechlal a nozer should be chayev? The answer is, when the nozer says, afa pikein, and the nozer himself is not shoel nezirus, and the 30 days pass through, too late, then he's chayiv. By the nochanami, otherwise it's potter. Same things with Shabbos. A person is not chayiv misa Shabbos unless the person says meferish afa piken. Otherwise, he is totally potter.